Olympic athletes, thank you for joining us today. I'm Lynna.
I'm Jesse.
We are excited to share our passion for health and wellness with you all. Jesse, what are we going to do today?
We're going to talk about Flipgrid, we're going to talk about target circle, and we're going to talk about portion control.
Portion, yes. And I think we're thinking something else.
Oh, we're going to give out tips about like when I do the standing long jump and when it does the running long jump.
And we can't forget hygiene tips.
Right.
But before we get started, we want to tell you two important things. Be sure to connect with Somo on Flipgrid. There are lots of ways you can connect with athletes like us and with Somo staff and more. The Flipgrid codes are, Jesse, you got upside down. There you go. Flipgrid's codes are Somo Health, S-O-M-O Health. Somo Lead, S-O-M-O-L-E-A-D. Somo Comms, which means Somo Communications, so S-O-M-O-C-O-M-M-S. Somo Staff, S-O-M-O-S-T-A-F-F. And Somo Fun, S-O-M-O Fun. Okay, the second thing we want to talk about is target circle. Somo is participating in Target Circle Community Giving Program. Be sure to vote for Somo and your other favorite nonprofits in Missouri. Somo is listed in all participating targets in St. Louis and Kansas City until June 30th. All right, let's get fit together.
All right, everybody. Let's make sure our water bottles are filled.
Back up, Jess, because they can't see your head. Okay, we're getting ready for our hygiene tip. My hygiene tip is wash 2 or 3 times a week. Wash your hair. Use shampoo on the scalp and make sure you get your fingers in the scalp and you scratch it. That's where the shampoo gets in. And you want to use the conditioner only on the ends, like only on the ends. You don't want to use it all around your hair. Okay, Jesse, you're up.
Those are some good tips, Lynna, for hygiene. Let's see. Well, there's a lot of things like, I'll have to think about this for a second. Just a minute. Now there's things like making sure you put on deodorant and take a shower like Lynna was saying, and oh, well, yeah, well, when you also wash when you take a shower, you don't want to make the water too hot when you wash your hair or wash your hands. And when you do wash your hands, make sure you have enough friction when you wash your hands. So those are very important, to me at least. All right, Lynna, we're ready.
Another tip I forgot to mention is to use cold, well, not like freezing cold water, well, not hot water when you wash your hair. Just use between the temperatures.
Right.
You don't want to use hot water.
Warm water.
Why do you think that, Jess?
Because you don't want to get too hot and burn yourself, but you don't want to get too cold so you freeze.
Exactly. Okay, moving on to long jump tips. Okay, my long jump tip is keep your head up. So you know where you're focusing and you know what you're running to. And you make sure you know where you jump off at. Because there's like a line and you can't pass, well, you can if you want to, but you'd be scratched. But you don't want to pass that line because they won't count how far you jump from. Because if you went over the line, it means you get scratched and they don't count it. And you get like what, 3 scratches, Jesse?
Yep, and you have to do it
3 scratches, so 3 tries.
Yep, and then you're disqualified.
Yes.
We don't want that.
The other thing is try throwing your arms back and forth when you run. Or whenever you, well, stay in long jump too, who works and running long jump, but make sure you bend your knees and swing your arms. Keep your head up, eyes forward, and take a big breath and jump to the farthest. Another thing that helps me is pretend when you jump into is on the pole. In the pole, not on the pole, in the pole. So, want to make sure you jump how far in the pole. So, if you like my brother, he likes to jump in, right, Jesse?
Yep.
So he bends his knees and he jump. Not like that necessarily, but that's my tip. Jesse?
Well, basically the same thing, but you do the same thing, like rock back and forth, and then you jump, tap, but when you're done, you go around like this, so they already have it measured, and you do it again, and go forward, and then go around, like that, and then one more, like that, and you go around again, like that. And that's how you do it, the right way.
And make sure if you're jumping in the sand, or you're actually doing the running long jump or the long jump, staying long jump, make sure when you jump on the sand, you wait till they tell you to get off.
Right.
So they know, so they can measure where you jump off and where you're standing. Because if you just walk off, like you finish jumping and you just walk off, they wouldn't know where to measure. Got anything else, Jesse?
I think that's pretty good for that, because I'm thinking I can't think of much more than that, because that's a lot to do with both of them.
Okay, moving on to portion sizes. Jesse, got anything you want to say about portion sizes?
Portion sizes. Well, you know, I'm not a guy that knows all about like portion control and all that, which I'm not. But I can give out my opinion. And my opinion is that, and this is kind of what I was saying to my mom about people, about when I say, like, not just athletes, but people like in America and Canada, is that, you know, when we go to like McDonald's or something like that, we always have to have, you know, like a Big Mac meal. Well, that's ridiculous, because we have to have everything large, and we don't need that. You know, we don't need large everything in restaurants like that. We need to have it like, instead of a large, maybe a medium or a small in our portion size. Because if we have too much, it can make, if you don't exercise, you know, it can make you, of course, gain weight. So you need to make sure you don't eat too much, but you need to have at least enough. And that's very important for your life, for your health, to not eat too much. But you gotta make sure you have more than enough. That's what I think. So, there.
Nice job, Jesse. Sorry to get things ready.
That's okay.
Pick up Henry, because I think I scared him.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So I have some things that I'm going to share. But first, I am going to show you this. Hi, James.
Hi, James.
So this is called MyPlate. So, looks like a plate, you know? So, there's like triangles you see on the plate. One says fruits, one says grains, one says protein, and one says vegetable. And of course, there's your dairy. Okay, so the plate is usually helps us to see how much food we can have on the plate or the portion sizes. So it says on the fruits, it says focus on the whole fruits. What do you think the whole fruits are, Jess?
Whole fruits would be like an apple.
Yes. And when it says vegetables, it says very vegetables, which means you have different kind of vegetables. Right, Jess?
That's right.
And the protein, that's the protein. It says same thing, vary your protein routine. And the last one is grains. It says make half your grains whole grains. Here's another tip. It says limit the extras. Drink and eat beverages and food with less sodium, saturated fats, and added sugars. Okay, so this, I just named the fruit and vegetables, grains, dairy, and protein off. So I'm gonna say how much you could have. Well, how much you should have. So it says on the fruits have 2 cups. 1 cup, 1 counts as 1 large banana. 1 cup mandarin oranges, a half a cup of raisins, or a 1 cup 100% grapefruit juice. And for the vegetables, you should have 2.5 cups. 1 cup counted as 2 cups raw spinach, 1 large bell pepper, 1 cup baby carrots, 1 cup green peas, 1 cup of mushrooms. And for the grains, it says you should have 6 ounces. 1 ounce counted as 1 slice of bread, half a cup cooked oatmeal, 1 small tortilla, a half a cup cooked brown rice, and half a cup cooked grits. The dairy says 3 cups. 1 cup counts as 1 cup milk, 1 cup yogurt, and 2 ounces of processed cheese. The last thing is protein. 5.5 ounces. 1 ounce counts as 1 ounce tuna fish, 1/4 cup cooked beans, 1 tablespoon peanut butter, or 1 egg. So that is MyPlate. If you want more information on MyPlate, please visit choosemyplate.gov. And I brought some things that I can explain how you can do the portion sizes. So here's some green giant sweet peas from a can. Again, a can is okay to have, but the frozen vegetables and fruits are much better for you. But this is okay for every once in a while. So you look at the label in the back, and you go to where it says the serving size. It's a half a cup. So portion size, you only should have a half a cup apiece. And I got some measuring cups here. Jesse, you want to show them a half a cup what it looks like? There it is. So you should only have one of those per serving. Okay, next we have tuna from a can. Just kidding, it says chicken out of sea chunk light, but it says tuna and water. Again, we'll look at the labels. You see it? And you look at the serving size, and it says 2 ounces with drained. So drain this before you're gonna serve it. So 2 ounces is about 1/4 cup. So let's see. Here's a 1/4 cup, Jesse. Show them 1/4 cup. Go a little lower, Jess. There you go. That's 1/4 cup of tuna you should have. The last thing we have. Hi, Alan. How are you?
Hi, Alan.
We have berry melodies. I like to use these for the smoothies we have. Again, we're going to look at the labels, and it says a serving size is 1 cup. Right here, Jess. So do you want to use that per serving? That's a good portion size. 1 cup of this frozen stuff. The last thing I want to say is, if it helps you, you should buy one of these, which is kind of like portion size trays. There you go. So you need to put your meat, you can measure out all the foods you have and put them in here. So I like to use these when we make up meals, our homemade meals, so I know what we're eating and it's a good size. And that is a serving size.
Very important.
Anything else you want to say, Jesse? By portion sizes?
I think that's very good to make sure you don't have, too much of a portion. You don't want to overdo it.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to stay tuned in for our next session at 4 p.m. with Ashley. If you enjoyed this session, please share it to your Facebook timeline and use the hashtag SOMOATHOME, SOMO at home. If you're looking for more videos, please visit
SOMO.org/at-home.
Again, that is SOMO.org/ATHOME. Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Bye.